Sex Band!
So much for coming to the show. Just real quick, I want to ask, how many people were here the last time we played this place? Oh, fuck yeah. How many people were VIPs the last time we played this place? All right, so those people, those of you who spent the more amount of money, the large amount of money twice, you are our favorite people here tonight. Everyone else who merely spent more money, you are second favorite people here tonight.
I gotta say the double barrel middle finger right over there.
Fuck that guy. As JP said, the way this is gonna work is I raise your hands, we're gonna try to answer as many questions as possible. Does that sound good? Cool, all right. Who's got a question? Would you care to pick first? Please. Well, I like this guy's vibe right here. Check it out.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Yo.
So, Danny, I have a beef with you.
Oh, fuck.
I've been waiting 5 years to say this. Fuck you.
Security?
I picked the right guy.
For making me play Out of This World.
Oh, you don't love it?
Oh, I love it.
Oh, sweet.
This is really fucking hard, dude.
I know, fuck me, right?
Right? No, but serious question. So, guest books, with everything that you guys do, how the fuck do you get all these people like Ronnie Richie, Lee Black? Dan Harmon, I understand.
Everyone's its own story. Finn was a fan of ours from when he was like 9. Yeah, Dan Harmon, that was a business thing because we ended up on his show.
Michael Ian Black.
I'm just recording now.
Michael Ian Black, his son was a fan.
Right.
And then he found out that basically we use people's children against them and we leverage it for power and money.
Yeah.
Ding!
Your turn.
Oh shit. You sir. Oh, sorry, JP. Yeah. You go for it, you stallion.
Guys, if JP's moving too slow for you, just give him a little pat on the butt every time he passes. If he wants it.
No, don't do that.
Hello.
Hi.
I have 2 questions. Do they still call you PhD Daddy? And
Who is that?
And to Dan, I'm kind of upset that you still haven't finished Punched Out. I've been waiting for you, and you said in a video that you will go back to it in 2017.
This is We Punch Out that you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, cool. 2 beefs with me and 2 questions. No, honestly, like I've actually tried to pick it up a couple of times. It's so hard. It gets so hard on that second run through. I'll do it, man. I'll do that shit. Just be patient because I had to play rock shows.
And to answer the question about, I don't know that anyone ever called me that, but if they were saying PhD Daddy instead of PH Dad, fuck that person. Because that's just fiction.
Fair enough.
This mic is cutting out, JP. I don't know what to do. But I think it's
Calm
okay.
down.
Okay. Who's next? Where are JP is right. Okay, we'll stay. Let's see. Yeah, right in the black shirt right over here. Yeah. Yeah, here.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Danny, Brian. This question's for Brian.
Nice.
I just started my master's, and I kind of was like looking at how you went from PhD teaching and such, and now you're doing this. Do you find yourself still able to contribute with your busy schedule to the world of academia, like in physics and whatnot, and be able to come back and like use these experiences and kind of contribute it forward?
Well, can I contribute to physics? Not really. The large program I did was research, and research moves so quickly. I left physics 3 years ago that at this point, I'm like so far out of the game, it would be hard for me to jump back in and write a paper. And even when you're operating at top speed, paper takes a long time to write. So I have nothing to contribute really to research anymore. But I do go back and I was actually just at, LA has a bunch of, cool institutions like UCLA and Caltech. And I have friends in town, I'll go hear them. So actually just a couple of days ago, I went to UCLA and they had a day of string theory talks and a bunch of my friends were giving, so I went to hear that. But I don't think that's me contributing to physics so much as me just trying to see friends and kind of learn what's up and, since I left the field. But yeah. There's not many physicists are like, so, what does the guy who dresses up like a ninja and writes dick songs have to say about string theory these days?
I wrote a paper backstage, whatever. Where's JP? JP, where you at, man?
Not ready.
Oh, hey, bud. Okay, you with the tattoos on your arm and such.
Mine's more of a request, but don't worry, you don't really have to do much.
Sweet.
So my best friend that got me into music and game rooms and all that other shit, he unfortunately passed away last night, or yesterday morning, excuse me.
Oh my god.
He succumbed to suicide. So I was wondering if you guys could rock the hardest you've ever fucking rocked tonight, just for Josh.
You fucking got it.
We're really sorry to hear that. Thank you for coming. All right, my turn. JP, the first gentleman you're passing, the red shirt, yes, right there, yeah.
I got an interview question for you. Where do you guys
Wait,
see...
what differentiates an interview question
It's
from a
a
non-interview
common one.
question? Okay.
Where do you guys see Ninja Sex Party in 10 years?
Yeah, actually, you know what's interesting? So we did an interview back before the show, and the person asked us that exact question. So you, for calling it an interview question, you're totally right. Is that from Inquiry? Thank you.
I like that one. Yeah.
The answer is we don't fucking know. Oh, that's seamless. That's really nice right there. It's hard for us to see beyond like 2 years from what we're doing right now.
I would go a year. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think any of us can dare to presume more than a year of our lives because everything changes so fast.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Is
it
yours doing that
contagious?
too? Is yours doing it too?
No, I would assume male prostitution. That would be my guess.
I would have just said prostitution.
Okay, cool.
But basically our plan right now is do this and keep doing it. And just do cool shit, make stuff that we want to make stuff that you guys want to see, and just keep doing bigger and stupider things as much as y'all will allow us to do that. So, and in case it's not clear enough, thank you for allowing us to do this, because it is thanks to you guys. So we're just gonna keep this train rolling as long as we fucking can, and see what happens. What is your
Oh shit. With the pink hair. Hello.
So my question is a little lame compared to the other questions, but like, 'tis the season. What's your favorite Halloween movie?
Halloween movie. I mean, it's gotta be The Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Like, what other answer is there? I mean, and don't. That's awesome. And look, don't give me hocus pocus. I don't. Like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not the best Halloween movie though.
Wow.
Come on.
You won over and then lost the audience.
It's my special gift.
I like the Goonies. I'll watch the Goonies anytime.
Also, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
No, that sucks. Oh my god. Sir, how many fights are we gonna have tonight?
Alright, it's my turn. Let's go over to this side of the room. Let's see people over here.
I'll go over here.
Let's go. Yeah, right here.
So what's your guys' favorite song to perform live?
We just, I don't, should we give something away? I don't want to give away too many things in the show. Do it! But we're going to hear it tonight. We actually just started playing it. It's Heartburner. I love playing Heartburner. It's the only song where we do an acoustic guitar, and we'll do like a crowd thing where you'll sing along. It's my favorite. I think it's really fun. And we just started doing it, so it still feels like real fresh and new.
Yeah, Danny Don't You Know is my favorite. Like, that's just fun. It's always changing though, so I'll add, tomorrow maybe we'll find out. It'll be a different answer, but that one for sure.
It's your turn.
Oh my god. Where's J? Hey JP.
Hi.
Sub dog.
Okay.
With the gray green shirt, yeah.
Hi, congratulations on Conan, by the way. That was like
Thanks. Thank you. That was scary.
Yes.
I had jitters. I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Thanks.
I did want to ask how that was, what that was like being on there with you guys, with the jitters or anything. Was there anything super fun about it? Was it like meeting Conan, I guess?
Yeah, it was like the first 20 seconds were weird, but after that, like it just felt like a normal kind of show. But we just anytime you do something completely new, because we've played some pretty big shows before, but even if it's a big show, you can look into the audience and be like, okay, this is who I'm performing to, you know? But when you look at those cameras, which are like swinging around on jibs and stuff, you don't know who the hell's watching. So, except you do sort of know that everyone you've ever known has texted you beforehand and been like, I'll be watching tonight. So it's like, but other than that, it was really fun.
Yeah, I mean,
it was really cool.
Just when we
Conan
started,
himself was awesome.
Yeah, so just when we started, like I looked down and my hand was shaking. Like I do not generally get nervous when performing. I looked down like 10 seconds in and I was actually shaking. But then one thing that was really cool is while we were performing, Conan got up like and stood behind the camera, just like dancing to the song.
Yeah,
and then we were like, oh yeah, like this is cool. He's into it.
His like pompadour was like,
yeah. It was awesome. That was it was an incredible opportunity. I still can't believe it happened, but we had a great time.
yeah. Also, we only had 48 hours to prepare. Like we found out that we were doing it on Friday, and then the show was on Monday. So it was nuts.
Yeah. All right, my turn again. We're right there. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yep.
I actually had a question for you.
Nice.
I come from a science background myself. I'm
Cool.
in a triple major in
Oh my
college
God.
right now.
In what?
Molecular biology, biochemistry, and bioinformatics.
Holy shit. Awesome.
I also have 3 jobs on top of that. I'm struggling. But I wanted to know when you were in school or going through your education, did you have any moments where you felt like you were burning out and what helped you stay motivated and to keep going towards your degree?
Oh yeah, I mean the answer is yes all the time. Well actually, one thing, so when I was in grad school, sorry you're an undergraduate, right? Yeah. So when you're in grad school, right, like imagine undergraduate, but it's so much harder and you're also doing self-directed research a lot of the time. So it's like, the pressure's really on. So one thing I did, because I was like, I just gotta get out of this like science headspace for a little bit, I started doing comedy. And that's the reason I'm here now. Is because like in grad school, I had a friend who did improv. This was in San Diego because I went to UCSD, and I was like, let me just try it. Turns out I really liked it. They needed musicians, so I started playing music for an improv group out there. Then I just kind of kept doing improv music, and that's what basically where I met him. And then 10 years later, here we are. So it was precisely an attempt to get at, like, to do some mental health stuff, fun stuff that wasn't science to avoid burnout. That led to this whole other fucking thing. So it's just really prioritizing time for self-care, for mental health breaks. I know the pressure's on to like work all the time, and everyone else around you looks like they're working all the time. They're not working all the time. They're just kind of putting that on. They're working a lot, and you're probably working a lot too, but take time for yourself and just please like sleep, eat, exercise, take a break, because you deserve it.
Pick your least favorite job and quit.
Yeah.
Fuck the third job. Okay. Nice. Hello.
Have you considered doing a single version of the piano ballad version Dinosaur Wizard Fight?
Ooh. Spoilers.
The answer is yes. We've thought about it, and I don't know if this is ever going to happen, but we have an idea for an acoustic album called Ninja Sex Party Unplugged.
That's not. I never agreed to that.
But it's a good idea, right? Where we revisit a bunch of songs and do like kind of just piano, single track vocals version of them. I don't know if we'll ever do it, but if we like have some downtime and kind of feel like doing something weird and different, we might do that. The problem is we always want to be writing new songs, and it's a little bit hard to go back to old stuff when you want to be doing new stuff. So I don't know if we'll ever actually do that, but maybe someday.
Yeah, it's also nice to have something that just the people who come to the live show get to see. Because I mean, like, fuck everyone else, right?
Yeah.
should have been here.
You.
Oh, it's my turn. Let's see. What region of the audience is that unloved? I'd say the middle. Like orange shirt right in the middle there. Yeah.
Let me also give a shout out to the guy in the gay as fuck shirt. I love how aggressively gay it is.
Right. That's awesome. Hi. You're good. You're good.
Hi, could I first just say that this feels really surreal just seeing you live like this?
Thanks.
Yeah. Just because I like to see you in meeting rooms.
Yeah, no, it's like a lot of people, when they meet us, they'll be like, oh, you have a body. Didn't expect that.
Here's my question. My question is, when did you know you wanted to be a musician?
I must have been like four or five. Like, yeah, I always knew.
Yep.
I don't know if I knew it would ever happen. And I was also, I didn't actually start pursuing it until I was like 21 because I was scared. I was scared and I didn't want to fail at it. And then I failed at it for 14 years and then it worked out. So, I mean, hooray. So, yeah, that's really, I guess, the key. Just like, pick your favorite thing in life and do it because you only get one, man. You gotta enjoy yourself.
That's right. I do want to say, failure is subjective, right? So if you're creating music you're happy with, you're a success. And it doesn't matter if anyone's paying you to do it or not. So don't define success necessarily as a paying gig. You can if you want, but I recommend like, hey, I made some shit I'm happy with, and therefore I'm a success. You're just as legitimate even if it's not a full-time job.
That's true. Take us to church, Brian.
That was mine. I think that was nice. That's all yours.
Oh my god. You sir in the back. Mike's getting
Is that a Zildjian Symbols t-shirt you're wearing?
It is indeed.
Very nice.
Rock and roll.
Excellent
Zildjians. So I like all of your music. I love all of it. But I particularly like the covers. You've done some of my favorite covers of all time. You saved The Last Unicorn for me.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
a song we had.
Thanks.
Beautiful.
That's awesome.
So I'm wondering, do we know when we're going to be getting back under the covers again? Do we know Volume 3 when it's coming
Well,
out?
it's funny you say that because the answer is next summer.
Yeah, we just finished it.
So the static group, like we have recorded all the vocals for those, except maybe some backup vocals. Most of the instruments, except some horn parts, are still happening soon. Twerk did all their tracks already. I've done all my synth stuff on it, and we're real close to like having. We don't have any like first even mixes yet, but we're really close to having those. So it's probably audio. Never mind.
Excuse me. Yeah, we got a Starbomb album coming out. Coming out in February or March. So yeah, and once that comes out, then Under the Covers 3 will be next. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting us.
All right.
It's all you, bud.
This is my turn. Let's go with the blue or green hair right there.
Yeah,
Right there.
I like it. Oh yeah, passing off, absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you.
Amazing. Look at you.
The ultimate sacrifice.
I know. That's my best friend. I have a message from my mom. She heard I was coming.
Tell her I had a great time last night.
You know, I stopped myself from saying that.
I'm so sorry.
No, but so she didn't want to come because she's 46 and thinks she's too old for concerts.
I'm 43.
Brian's 75.
You know what?
Even
Come on,
though
keep
like,
going for
I'm definitely still going to be going to concerts, but she says she wants me to say hi to Danny Boy, which is what she calls you.
That's very
and
sweet.
she wants me to tell you that she thinks that you have the voice of an angel. And she listens to all of your safe for work music.
Wait a minute. She's not willing to come see an angel in concert?
I tried to
That sounds like a
convince
missed
her, but
opportunity.
yeah. So that's my message from my mom.
Thanks. Thank you. Tell her.
You'll see her later
She
tonight.
knows how I feel.
It's your turn.
Oh jeez. The two guys wearing the Best Buds shirt. That's so nice. No, you don't have to go, JP. They're closer to this way. Yeah, they're right there. Oh, and do the shirts have like two halves of a weed leaf? That's beautiful.
You guys even have matching facial hair, kind of?
We're brothers.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Right.
It makes sense.
So, two questions. One for me, one for you.
Right.
Do you guys have any plans to do any like queen covers?
Do we have concrete plans? No. Do we really want to? Yes.
Yes.
Part of the problem was like that's stuff that we wanted to. It's hard to just like show up and do that because there's so many moving parts. So for a while, Tor was recording all their stuff in Canada and then blah blah blah. And now we're always going to the same place to record, but we want to like be in the same place, workshopping, really rehearsing that stuff to do those things justice because the level of musicianship and synchronicity on those is so great that we want to make sure we nail it.
Yeah, it's also that like finding the right song is tough too, because Freddie Mercury, as you may know, decent singer. Yeah. So like, there's a lot of things that he does. My favorite Queen song is "Somebody to Love," and so yeah. But there's stuff in there like that would just like if I did it would sound so stupid. So like it has to be the right type of song too.
Well, we talked about "Don't Stop Me Now" for a little bit.
Yeah,
That is the best one.
Yeah, that's my favorite song.
All right. Second question for him. He's a huge fan of Starbound.
Oh, cool.
Is Aaron ever going to come back out on tour?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like the reason he stopped coming on tour is just because he was waiting around forever to sing 3 songs, and just like he's a busy dude. He had a lot of other shit to do. But if we do like a Starbomb tour, which is we don't know concrete plans to do it, but it's possible, or we do something where he has a bigger part of the show and isn't just kind of sitting around. I definitely want to do it because he loves doing it.
Yeah, it'd be fun for sure. That's all you, bud.
Oh shit, let's go to the back of the room, shall we,
By all means.
JP? Alright. Let's see, towards the back here. I feel like I shouldn't reward this behavior, but I'm going to. On the other person's shoulders. I really have mixed feelings about this. Don't screw this up for me.
No horseplay.
Alright.
She's not even gonna get down. She's not even gonna get down. I love it.
I'm trying to, okay? Don't touch me. Anyway, so first of all, fuck you. The best movie is
All right, we're off to a bad start. Admittedly.
What's the best movie?
Scary Godmother, the one that used to be on Cartoon Network. Yes, thank you.
I'm really not sure that merited a fuck you, but let's move on.
Well, they understand. Anyway,
Just running through their memory like, fuck you, okay, I said that.
All right, well, first of all, so how have you enjoyed the Leif Erikson Day so far?
Leif Erikson Day?
Yeah.
So good, right?
We did like a bunch of Viking shit, it was rad.
one more. Did I ever want to tell you that Brian is obviously the best singer in the entire world?
Brian is the best singer?
Yeah, obviously.
So
I mean, he always gets the girl at the end.
You wanna hum a few bars for the audience?
No. I'm saving my talent for when it counts.
JP, right where you are, blonde hair.
Okay, Danny, this one's for you. It's a
Oh,
little
shit.
personal, so I apologize. Okay, so you're a good-looking
Don't give me the
guy
hand.
with perfect hair. Gotta pass that on at some point, right?
Right.
You ever plan on like settling down or anything?
Who would you like me to settle down with? What, is it the large man next to you giving me the fucking side eye?
Look,
We're
I'm trying to
actually
get that
getting
stuff
married
out
on
of
the
my
20th, so
ears.
I'm kind of taken, but...
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure I will. Like, it's tough because we are on the road so much, and even when I'm home, I'm working like nonstop. So it's really like the kind of thing where I had to make the decision, all right, I'm gonna focus my life on this rather than do 2 things kind of half-assed, you know? But yeah, absolutely, at some point, for sure.
It's also, he guards his sperm really well. It's very hard to get it out of him. So it's a challenge that I think we've all accepted.
What an outrage.
Hey, look, I didn't ask the question. All right, where's JP?
Straight back.
Okay, great. Yeah, the guy, tall guy right in front of you with the stars.
All right, cool. Didn't think I would get picked. All right, so I'm in a bit of a holding pattern in life right now. I would have seen you guys last year, but I got pulled to do some military stuff. Yeah, so my question is, I'm doing a grad degree and just kind of going through the motions. So it's like half for Brian and half for Danny. Quarter life crises. How do you?
You young whippersnapper.
Well, I think
I'm a man. I'm almost 30.
One thing, and this kind of was touched on before, is with a grad degree, like, this is going to be kind of mixed advice, but give it time, and then if you're sure you're not into it, get the fuck out.
Yep.
Like, it is not worth staying with something if you really hate it. I mean, if you're like a month away from graduating, don't like walk out and say fuck all y'all. But like, if the end is not in sight, don't finish it. It's not worth the time. Like, it's, you know, quarter life crisis is a real thing, especially when you're going to school. I think you just kind of got to listen to your heart and be like, do I want to see this out, or am I kind of done with it? And if the answer is I'm kind of done with it, be done with it. Move on to something else.
Yeah, you got, like, our society tells people that they're old at 18, and then they're just like, every year past that, they're like, now you're really fucking old. It's all bullshit. Like, you have so much time to do everything you want to do. It's just a matter of picking the thing you most want to do and then do it every day, you know? It seems oversimplified to say that, but that really is it. And Brian and I didn't start Ninja Sex Party until I was 30, and he was 34?
33?
33, yeah, maybe I was 29, so it was like, and believe me, we had plenty of thoughts like, oh, it's too late. It's not too, well, who fucking says that shit? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Just live your life, man, because it's yours.
And try different shit. You know, go out, try it, like I was saying with comedy. I was like, yeah, I was, whatever, I think basically 25, 26 at the time. I was like, yeah, comedy seems fun, I should try that. And it led me to this whole other path I never knew existed. So pick something that you've always been kind of interested in, find people that are doing it, and do it.
That's it. Where's JP? Hey JP, I'm gonna cheat and call on my friend Brian over here. And also, I'm gonna give him a hug because I haven't seen him.
This question better be for me.
This question is actually for both of y'all. What inspires y'all the most in life? I know it's a serious question, but what inspires y'all?
I mean, it depends. It depends for what. I mean, musically, for the stuff we do, what inspires me is Danny and Twerp and trying to impress them with stuff that I write. Like when I write,
it's gonna happen someday.
Totally kidding. I retract my answer. Next question. No, it really is like working with great people and trying to do stuff that they think is going to be cool.
Yeah, and like this is going to sound like a cheesy answer, but like absolutely, it's you guys, like,
yeah, for sure.
Because we pursued music and did things for so long where we couldn't get anyone to listen. Like no, just years and years of doing shows to like 2 people or like no people, just the other band members that were playing that night. Years of that. So like we never kind of lose sight of how insanely good it feels. Like when you guys cheer for us when we come out, it's like, oh hell yeah, you know. And that gives us a real jolt every day, honestly. Yeah. Even the days we're not playing shows.
And it still feels new to us. You know, we really haven't been doing the touring thing for more than a couple of years now. So just coming, like you said, coming on stage and seeing everybody there and doing this show still feels like a new challenge every time.
Totally.
Okay, my turn. Let's go with the floral print shirt right here with the glasses.
The jazz hands work. Okay, so first off, for one of the anime grunge videos, my friend Aurora did some of the animation for the Battlefield one.
Oh, that's awesome!
Yeah.
Is the name Aurora?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it again and see.
Yeah, it's like how many hits does he take? I need to know.
Aaron took a lot of hits in that episode.
Yeah. And I guess like one of the things that you guys mentioned was that, especially you being like, you're already done with your PhD for 10,000 years now, that like essentially
Take the mic away from this guy.
No, but overall, you guys say that you work a lot. How do you maintain that with all the responsibilities that you have without just pulling your hair out sometimes?
Well, I know if I quit working, my daughter will starve to death. So that's a big part of my inspiration.
Cool. A lot of it for me was taking a career course and learning how to schedule things correctly. Like, I have a little book, and I've had them ever since we started in 2009. I've got like a stack off the ground this high now. But like every week, you pick the 3 things that would most benefit your career to do, and you do them, and then you reflect on them. And I've just been doing that endlessly. And then you also keep like a calendar, and just like, I don't use Google Calendar or anything like that. Like, I just use like an analog, would you call it that? Just like paper? Just like, I like seeing the month like laid out. And if we do that, then you can kind of see like, okay, there are no gaps here, so there needs to be a gap here. Otherwise, you burn out. And you sort of feel your limits out. There will be times when you hit the wall, and then you're just like, okay, I have to actually listen to myself and be good to myself now. And not try so hard to be like leaning forward all the time. Because if you burn out, then you're gonna end up falling way farther behind than you would have been if you just taken little breaks. Does that make any sense? Okay, cool. Yeah, but that's a big thing, and it's a skill. It's kind of like a muscle you have to develop. So like, don't be too hard on yourself at the beginning.
Okay, so here's the way this is going to work. We're going to point at you. We're not going to get the mic. You're going to yell out your question. We're going to try to get to as many people as possible because we only have a few minutes left. Is that cool? All right, boom, right here. Shut it out. Oh, it's getting to see him in his underwear because he wears boxer briefs and they are quite revealing.
Where's JP?
He's right there. All right, your turn.
Oh, never mind. Hello, yellow shirt. Fuck me? Cool, thank you so much.
Great. Yeah, right there. Yeah, you. Yep. You. Don't look behind you. You. Black shirt. Black shirt, yeah.
Say it again? Yeah, am I happy the Giants drafted Saquon? Yes, because we suck at everything, so we needed anything. Cool, yeah.
All right, over here, yeah, PhD shirt. What's up? No, we never got a response from Megadeth for cookies.
It haunts us every day. I agree. You, sir. Yes.
Actually, Cookies was really fast.
Cookies was really fast. Believe it or not, Danny, Don't You Know came together in like 2 days. Yep. Like, it's weird. Some are just fast, and it has nothing to do with quality. Like, we worked on things for a long time that suck a lot harder than stuff that just like showed up.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Love you too. Yeah, classes right here. Yep, you. Did Audrey help write some of the Kraken? No, but it is her favorite song. She actually has memorized that song, and I sing it to her at bedtime, and she knows the Kraken parts. But yeah, she had no hand in that.
Red shirt.
What is the best sandwich you have ever eaten in your life?
The best sandwich I've ever eaten?